So Slate Magazine says watching you is soul-lifting, palate-cleansing, and world-writing. You're making the world... What the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives are doing the other way, you're taking it up here.
Oh, I'm glad to be on that end. I don't think I could do the other end.
Oh.
Thank you.
How does that feel to hear that?
That's crazy. I can't believe that anybody would ever say that about me or even about like this whole season, but I feel like Golden is just a different thing. You know, it's uplifting. The guys are the show, not me, honestly. I do believe that. I'm not just saying that.
No, you're the Julie McCoy. You're the cruise director.
I'm the cruise. Most people aren't going to understand that reference because they're not Golden.
I don't know. I think so.
Okay, I'm the Julie McCoy, but honestly, the guys, they are just like nobody imagined that they were going to be so vulnerable and so open and telling you about like being guy dads and about their losses and you know everything that you didn't expect from them. They're giving us.
What are your kids saying to you as they watch this thing and watch your popularity just explode in the country? It must be fun for them.
It's hilarious. I think it's really funny to watch my grandkids when I'll come up on being a commercial and they'll just like freeze in their playrooms and like stare at the TV like, what is she doing up there? It's weird. My kids are a little, you know, it's okay, you know, being out there.
Are you actually going to bring one of these dudes home, Mom?
Yeah, or are you going to kiss all these guys? So that was way bigger, the whole kissing thing. And then my daughter called me after last episode. She's like, Mom, like you kissed so many guys. I go, no, I think I did 2. She goes, 4. You kissed 4 guys in one episode. She was really...
I would call that tremendous restraint, given where we've been.
In previous seasons.
Yeah. Those hot tubs look like an Exxon Valdez leak.
You have not seen a hot tub yet.
No. With those crazy kids.
I know. And I feel like my kisses are pretty G-rated, maybe PG-rated. They're not that bad, but they are appalled. They made me promise before I left I wouldn't do kissing on TV, and I like agreed to it, but whatever, and knowing that I would do it. Like, I mean, they lied to me like their whole teenage life, so.
I think it's a harmless sport, honestly.
I know. You have to want to kiss somebody or it's not
got
going to
to kiss a few frogs to find the prince, right?
You don't want a bad kisser.
No, that's exactly right. You know, kissing is like if you go to a Mexican restaurant, it's chips and salsa, right?
Yeah.
If the chips are light and flaky and warm and the salsa is good, everything else will probably be good too.
Yep.
If you go and they're like thick, yellow, extra salty out of a box, you know, generic.
Yeah.
The rest is probably going to be
you might not even
either.
get to. You probably won't even get to the rest of the meal.
Kissing is crucial.
The rest of the meal is not even on the table.
Exactly.
I agree.
So that's the big interview. Now, from what I saw at Disneyland, there was some serious hot lips connection with Chock.
Yeah, that was a good date.
I felt that.
That was a very good date. Yeah, I don't need to expand. I don't need to talk anymore about kissing now. My kids are going to be mortified already.
Okay, but you get a little giggly when you think of it. Chock is a very, listen, from what I'm seeing across the board, I've got every dollar on this guy.
You do?
I do.
You're going all in, huh?
Every dollar.
Okay, Chock's a good
Handsome.
candidate. Yeah.
Tall.
Yeah.
Good hair. Blue eyes. Just adores you.
Like Midwest, nice guy, good person, a little bit of a kind of cute accent. Yeah, he's a really good guy. He's a good choice. I have a lot of good guys.
When he left and he had to leave the show, you could relate.
Yeah, it was like deja vu.
He loses his mother. But how sad were you when he left?
I was really sad because I had just kind of been that person in the Golden Bachelor season, and I knew that I had planned, like had hoped to come back, didn't really plan it, but thought, you know, there's a world that I could get everything straightened at home and then come back and this won't be over. And that literally never happened. And so even though he said to me, I'm coming back, I thought, you don't know what's going to happen at home. You don't know that you're going to be able to come back. You don't know how much they're going to need you. So when he showed back up, it was like, you know, I was surprised and I was so excited because the longer he stayed away, and mind you, he was only away for 2 days, I got less and less hopeful that he was coming back. Wow. I was talking myself out of it. He's like, he's not coming. You know, I don't know how I'm going to do this.
You lit up when he came back. I could see it.
I was very happy when he came back.
And then there's the possibility, as Gary returns, to say, like, what if the person's not here? It wouldn't be the craziest thing to assume that 20 out of 24 guys, you know, it's not the right one.
So I felt a little bit that way, that could be a possibility before the season started. So I thought, gosh, what if I don't like really connect with anybody? Because coming into this journey as an older person, you have like this established life, so you're looking for somebody that can kind of fit into your life. You're not looking for somebody that you can blow up your life and go move someplace and start anew. Like that's not going to work. And you assume that they have a life also, so you're going to have to fit into their life. So you're a little bit specific about what you're looking for, as well as you still want to have a connection, like an attraction. So I was a little worried that like there could be a world where I didn't find somebody, or I wasn't attracted to somebody like right away, or like I didn't see our stories matching. But after that first night, I said, okay, I can see 4 or 5 guys that I could like picture a life with.
After your husband passed away, did you feel anything at any point with anyone that was close to love?
Not really. And I tried, the first year I wasn't ready, but after the second year I thought I need to get out there and start dating. Like I loved being part of a couple. I love being married. It's what I wanted. I don't want to go through life alone. And I thought I'm going to get out there and give it a try. And I tried. I put it out there to my friends, I'm kind of ready. Like if you have anybody that you want to set me up with, and they're like, yeah, we don't have anybody you're gonna like, or we don't know anybody even that's single. And then I thought, well, I'll just meet somebody like organically. Like I'll go to a wedding, or I'll be out at a restaurant or something, and I'll meet somebody. And that never happened. And then I did a dating app, and I met lots of men, and none of them were of any real interest to me. And so, there was a part of me that thought might not work.
If you did, how many dates would you say you went on via dating app?
Oh, probably a lot. Probably 30, maybe 40. I don't know, a lot. I did.
Okay, I'm imagining these dates with none of them match up to you. But were there any that you didn't match up to them? Like he was just such an Adonis, and he was no.
So it's kind of the opposite. I felt like, not the opposite, that like I'm so great and they weren't so great, but I felt like people weren't very truthful on their profiles. They lied about their age. They have older pictures. They lied about like where they were in life. I mean, I met men that I thought were the same stage of life as me, and they were like had kids in middle school. And I don't want to do that anymore. I'm done with that part of my life. I have grandchildren. I'm in a different phase of my life. So it was hard to find somebody, not because of a look difference or attractiveness difference. I think that they just weren't really truthful about where they were in life, and that made a difference.
Do you care about how old a man is? Can he be your age or older, or is some people feel like younger now?
I want to find somebody I can grow old with. I don't want somebody that's going to be experiencing the hardships, way earlier than me. There's some that are really in shape, and like you saw the guys from the season, like a lot of them are in like way better shape
Chock's
than me.
Going for a long time. Pascal!
Look at
Pascal
him.
is ciscate bravado. He is like a peacock.
And they were all big on ripping their shirts off in the men in the Bear and All for Cancer.
Well, and also, was it Jordan in the Chippendale thing?
Which one did he do?
The Chippendale?
Jordan, Chock.
There was a bikini right in your face. There was
Jonathan. Gold bikini.
A gold bikini.
There is no chance he didn't do that before. That he had experience.
He knew what he was doing.
He was way too experienced.
Charles definitely did not know what he was doing. Oh,
I love
he's
Charles.
so cute.
And then he does like all these things are so scary for Charles because he's never done anything like this before, which just makes him...
He was like arranged marriage or something, right? He was been married forever.
Never dated another girl than the woman he married. He's never been to a prom. He doesn't dance. Like everything he did on the show was new and uncomfortable, and he went out there and he did it. And
he didn't get you, but he won. He
won?
had met all the guys. He had more fun.
I said, Charles, you're going to be a very famous man.
Yeah.
He said, no, not me. I was like, well, just watch.
You watch,
You're
buddy.
going to be famous.
They're going to, wherever you go.
Yeah.
You're down to 4 men.
Final 4, that's hometowns.
Obviously, Pascal and Chock.
Obviously, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Pascal, you don't trust him yet. I'm going to tell you what you do. You're like, I don't know. You are so cute and so charming and such a little,
Frenchman.
A little piston. He's just a little fiery little fella. And
Yes.
I think
you
want to trust him, but there's a voice in there going...
You know what? Like he's like you're attracted to those guys when you're younger. Like you're like the bad boy, the guy that your mom is gonna be like, he cannot come to the house. And he's that version of the older bad boy.
Chock had a great line about chemistry.
What did he say?
If you have to work at it, it's not there.
That is so true. And you know
It just-
right away. You know.
And you guys
can
had
tell right away.
something right away. And you can't, it's one of those, you can't feel it one way. One person can't say, oh my gosh, I feel this magic. And the other person doesn't.
Like it was flat. No.
It has to.
It has to be both. Yeah, like it has to be like it's in like a current that goes back and forth. Yeah, it has to be. I totally agree. So like the attraction is something that's maybe a little harder at this age. Like we're not all perfect. Like I have wrinkles and you're not as in good a shape and all that. So it's a little harder to find that attraction, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
But when you feel it, you feel it.
Yeah,
right?
it's the same as it was when you're young. When you feel it, you feel it.
Caitlyn, she had fun. She had fun with you in the.
Caitlin's fun. She's the kind of girl
she
you
liked
want
the
with
chip
you
and dales.
there.
She's a good wingman.
She's a great wingman. She's fun. She like enjoyed the whole thing. She drank wine with me at like 11 o'clock in the morning. It was fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the takeaway so far from the whole experience? Is what I mean. What a gift to be able to do this, but maybe it's not for everybody. So
Yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks. Like they make it look easy on TV. You just go and have all these fun dates, and you get like all these men to choose from. It's way harder because like you're taking in all of their history and their pain and their emotions, and you're trying to put yourself out there also. So like the emotional part of this journey is way harder than it looks. And nobody tells you that. You just have to experience it. And I asked like a lot of people that had done this before, like, tell me what I should know. And no one said, oh, it's really painful. This is going to be hard. You're going to be exhausted. And that's like how I came out of this. But I came out like such a better person, like more evolved, happier by leaps and bounds. And every man said the same thing, that like the journey you go through is worth what you get in the end.
is it? Can you find love in 3 weeks or whatever it is? 4 weeks?
Yeah, mine
The
was
filming is
7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
You can find love in 7 weeks. Oddly, I was skeptical about that. Yeah.
Inseparable, totally bonding, kinetic, wild, passionate love in 7 weeks.
I believe you can.
Did you find it?
You have to watch to see.
Well, of course we're going to. But can you? I'm not asking for a name.
Yeah. So, I found a lot of love this season. Love is a lot of different things to different people. So I honestly fell in love with every man.
Here's a question. Did you find someone that you think about all the time? That you probably thought about, when you were in the room back there before you came out?
Yeah, possibly I did.
Did you send a text to someone, I'm about to go out again?
I did
and
not.
try not to say your name.
I do not have that
But
person.
I think about your name all the time.
I
so
do
I want
not
to say
have
it.
that person that I'm texting at the moment.
Not right now.
Not right now.